Funeral services are planned today for Rabbi Meir Kahane, one of the most militant leaders in the Jewish world. Last night, Kahane was gunned down in a New York hotel after addressing a Zionist group. The suspected gunman was captured after being wounded in a gunfight with a postal police officer. Kahane was the founder of the Jewish Defense League and fought to have all Arabs banished from the Jewish homeland. Israeli Army radio says this morning that the suspect may once have lived in the occupied territories. Bill McLaughlin has the reaction in Israel.
God, kill the Arabs, kill the Gentiles. That was the cry of some hysterical mourners in Jerusalem today as word of Rabbi Kahane's murder spread through the Israeli capital. And there was grief and anger at the headquarters of Kahane's Kach party, where supporters and party members took out their rage and frustration on reporters and cameramen. A spokesman promised that Kahane's war against Arabs would survive him.
For me, it doesn't matter who was this Arab, because we have a fight, we have a war against all the Arabs.
We will do our utmost to see that everybody show restraint in face of this terrible murder.
Israeli police stepped up their patrols through Arab East Jerusalem on alert for possible revenge attacks. It was quiet here, shops shuttered tight in observance of a previously declared strike against Israeli authorities. But the killings may have already begun. An elderly Palestinian couple were shot to death in the West Bank, reportedly by an Israeli motorist. Arabs were Kahane's target in life, and getting rid of them the philosophical bedrock of his politics. He was ignored, even ridiculed by many Israelis and the political establishment. But he could always whip up an angry, enthusiastic crowd with his call for an Israel free of Arabs. Palestinian leaders today suggested Kahane was the victim of the hatreds he unleashed.
Those who plant devilish ideas might also be touched with these devilish ideas.
Kahane's death and the passions it has unleashed come at a time when tensions and tempers here are extraordinarily high. This weekend in the Gaza Strip, 1 Palestinian was killed and an estimated 300 were injured in some of the worst rioting of the 3-year-old Intifada. Israelis and Arabs alike were already braced for a new upsurge in violence. Bill McLaughlin, CBS News, Tel Aviv.